Title: When they realize what they lost, they'll return with regret. Introduction. The pain of being taken for granted. There's a moment in life when you've given your heart, your loyalty, and your presence to someone only to watch them drift away, convinced that they can find something better. It's a bitter pill to swallow. You wonder how they could overlook the quiet strength of your love, the silent support you offered, and the countless sacrifices you made that were never spoken aloud. But life has a way of circling back. When they finally realize what they've lost, they will return not with pride, but with regret. This article isn't about revenge or waiting for validation. It's about understanding why people often fail to appreciate genuine souls until it's too late, okay? And how you can heal, grow, and find peace without losing your dignity. Point 1. Why they took you for granted. The blindness of familiarity. Human beings are wired to crave novelty. The more someone is always there for us, the more we subconsciously start to devalue their presence. You became their emotional anchor, their safe harbor, and in doing so, they stopped noticing your efforts. Familiarity breeds complacency, but the problem wasn't you. It was their inability to see beyond their immediate desires. They mistook your patience for weakness, your forgiveness for naivety, and your loyalty for something that would never run out. They assumed you would always be there. Understanding this helps you shift the narrative. You are not disposable. Their blindness is their flaw, not your worth. Point 2. The moment of realization. When absence speaks louder than words, regret doesn't hit when you're still around, hoping they'll change. It strikes when your absence becomes undeniable. The texts you no longer reply to. It's a quietness where your voice used to comfort them. It's a realization that no one else matches the emotional depth you offered so effortlessly. Suddenly, they're confronted with a hollow space where your warmth used to be. And it's in that silence that they begin to understand. Not because you told them, but because life showed them. This is why emotional distance is sometimes more powerful than confrontation. Your absence will become their teacher. 3. The psychology behind regret. Why they return. Regret is rooted in comparison. When they venture into the world seeking replacements, you will encounter people who might entertain them temporarily. But those interactions lack the sincerity and depth you provided. Surface-level connections can't fill the void left by someone who loved them unconditionally. Over time, the thrill fades. The emotional emptiness creeps in. They start to reflect on the moments you stood by them, how you believed in them when no one else did. And that's when regret seeps in. They'll realize they traded gold for dust. This isn't wishful thinking. It's human nature. We only grasp the true value of what we had when contrasted with what we find later. Point 4. Your healing process, from pain to empowerment. But this isn't about their journey, it's about yours. Healing begins when you stop focusing on their realization and start focusing on your own growth. Acknowledge the hurt. Don't suppress the pain. Write it out, talk it out. Allow yourself to feel. Set boundaries. Emotional access to you is a privilege, not a right. Protect your peace. Reinvest in yourself. Pour the love you gave them back into your own life. Pursue passions. Deepen friendships. Nurture your inner world. Practice detachment. Understand that their regret doesn't equate to your responsibility. You are not obligated to let them back. Healing isn't a linear path, but every step you take in reclaiming your dignity chips away at the hurt they left. 5. How to respond when they return. One day, they will return. Whether it's a subtle message or a grand apology, it will happen. And when it does, you need to be prepared, not with anger, but with clarity. Stay grounded. You've grown in their absence. Don't let their regret pull you back into old patterns. Evaluate their intentions. Are they truly remorseful or simply lonely? Communicate your boundaries. It's okay to forgive, but it's also okay to walk away. Forgiveness is for your peace, not their convenience. Sometimes the best response is no response. Other times, it's a calm and firm acknowledgement of the hurt they caused, and a clear stance that you deserve better. 6. The beauty of moving on, they lost you. But you found yourself. Regret is a powerful emotion, but so is self-respect. By the time they understand your worth, you will have already evolved into a version of yourself that no longer seeks their approval. You'll find that your life is richer without the emotional turmoil. New relationships, whether romantic or platonic, will be built on mutual respect. You'll realize that being valued isn't something you have to fight for. It's something that comes naturally when you know your worth. And in that space of quiet confidence, their regret will mean less to you than it does to them. Conclusion: let their regret be their lesson, not your burden. If there's one truth I want you to hold on to, it's this: you are not defined by the people who couldn't appreciate you. Their inability to see your value is not a reflection of your worth, but a reflection of their blindness. When they return with regret, you owe them nothing. What you owe is to yourself: dignity to stand tall, the wisdom to protect your heart, and the courage to move forward with grace. Their regret is their burden to carry. Your healing is your power to own. And as you continue on your path, I invite you to join a community of like-minded souls who are learning to value themselves deeply. Subscribe to Awaken Mindset, where we explore these emotional journeys together, heal through understanding, and grow with wisdom. Because your story doesn't end with their regret, begins with your self-respect. Awaken Mindset, where emotional strength begins.